Tricia, let's start with today and then work backwards. As police investigators were serving that search warrant at the Tellis home, this county building that houses his office and the public guardian's office was temporarily shut down. You can see the signs from Clark County right here. They even are directing mail and delivery services to bring things to the coroner's office next door. 13 Investigates learned that Tellis came to work yesterday for only about 2 hours, and today he was a no-show. Rewind to Monday when neighbors say they saw some strange activity at Tellis's home.
We moved here 7 years ago, and he was here before us, so it did seem a little bit suspicious. So.
Dave Zanella lives 2 houses away.
My daughter brought it to my attention and said that he's putting up a camera, and we just spoke about it, briefly, saying that, well, he's been there a long time. I don't know why he'd be putting up cameras right now.
Back in May, Jeff Gehrman published his first article on the Clark County Public Administrator's Office, writing that it has been mired in turmoil and internal dissension over the past 2 years, with allegations of emotional stress, bullying, and favoritism, leading to secret videotaping of the boss and a coworker outside the office. Gehrman reported allegations of a hostile work environment fueled by the elected administrator of the office, Robert Tellis, carrying on an inappropriate relationship with a staffer that has harmed the office's ability to deal with the public in overseeing the estates of those who have died. Gehrman further wrote, because of the brewing animosity, the top supervisor under Tellis, Rita Reed, decided to run against him in this year's Democratic primary. As the election date neared, Tellis posted this campaign video on YouTube that he titled, "The Tragic Scene I Found."
A few years ago, when I started my first term, I found a disturbing situation at the office. Unfortunately, I found that there were cases that weren't being closed and hadn't been closed for years. I also found that checks to families were waiting to go out so long that the checks went stale before the families could get them. Tragically, there were even situations where the family members died before they could receive their own checks. But I'm very happy to say that we've turned that all around under my leadership.
Video came out in the wake of a county decision, as Gehrman reported, to hire former Clark County Coroner Mike Murphy to tackle friction in the public administrator's office after multiple claims of bullying and favoritism.
I'd like to ask you for your help now. I'd like to ask you to please be sure to vote for me in this year's election.
In June, as it was becoming clear that Tellis would lose the primary election, he began to push back online against worker abuse allegations, and he attacked the Review Journal's investigative reporting. In a blog that reads more like a rant, he accuses Gehrman and his opponent of turning Democratic voters against him. He wrote, "The article was intentionally gut-wrenching. It was so ugly that you almost had to believe it was true. I can understand why you might have with the writer's skill at pushing buttons. Also, the timing of the article was very convenient for my opponent." He added, "They are seeking to destroy me, both personally and professionally."
It's scary to think about.
Another of Tellis's neighbors, Devin Bonadeo, has been following the story.
With the media and politics getting so closely intertwined, I think it's just been, it's been a gross interaction with those two, and that just goes to show what it's looking like and the road it's going down.
Road continues on Twitter on June 18th when Tellis accuses Gehrman of going through his family's trash. He calls Gehrman a bully who slings BS. He tweets, "Looking forward to lying smear piece number 4 by Jeff Gehrman. I think he's mad that I haven't crawled into a hole and died." Hashtagging Gehrman as a one-trick pony. Tellis also posted text conversations he had with Gehrman, accusing the reporter of making a veiled threat to make him take down his site after losing the election. Now, according to the Review Journal, Gehrman was planning another potential article. He'd recently filed public records requests for emails and text messages between Tellis and 3 county officials. Those are Assistant Public Administrator Rita Reed, Estate Coordinator Roberta Lee Kennett, and Consultant Michael Murphy. Lee Kennett was identified in Gehrman's previous stories as a subordinate staffer allegedly involved in an inappropriate relationship with Tellis. Live at the Public Administrator's Office, I'm 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears. Tricia?
Well, Darcy, we know that Tellis has lived in Clark County now for more than 20 years and that he graduated from UNLV's Boyd Law School. What else have you learned about him and his ties here to our community?
Well, Tricia, we've learned that he and his wife have 3 children. He's a lawyer who practiced probate law before being elected to the public administrator's office. He did have a page on the Las Vegas Rotary Club's website, which was taken down at some point today. That page said that Tellis sat on committees at the Latin Chamber of Commerce, the Clark County Bar Association, the Las Vegas Rotary Club, and Las Vegas's A-Tech Academy. Tricia.